The real estate market this year has shifted fast. But are we still in a seller's market, or has it switched to a buyer's market? Hi everyone, Avin here, your agent guide, and in today's video, we're going to take a look at the question of, are we in a buyer's market, or are we still in the seller's market? So the simple answer to this question is, yes, we are still in a seller's market. But what does that mean? Well, what defines a buyer's market versus a seller's market is largely based off of the level of inventory. The law of supply and demand applies to real estate the same as pretty much anything else. And in the real estate world, we measure inventory in the number of active listings on the market divided by the closed sales per month. From there, we determine how many months of available inventory we have in the marketplace. Greater than 6 months of inventory is considered a buyer's market. Less than 6 months of inventory is typically considered a seller's market. In a seller's market, we see a few characteristics that also help us to define it. The first thing we look at is inventory. In a seller's market, inventory is usually very low versus the amount of demand. The other thing we look at is pricing. And in a seller's market, we typically see home price appreciation. In a buyer's market, we typically see high levels of inventory versus the amount of demand. We see home prices either stagnate or deflate. So now that we know the difference between a buyer's market and a seller's market, let's take a look at the latest set of numbers. And what we're seeing right now is, yes, there is an increase in available inventory in the marketplace. But if we look at the latest Redfin data, we see on their chart here, broken down by available inventory in weeks, that in 2022, in June, we still aren't up to the available levels of inventory we had in 2020, and nowhere near what was available in 2019. Another thing we see in the latest set of data is the active listings in the marketplace have definitely gone up. For the last 4 months, in fact, we have seen a steady increase in the available homes for purchase. And the last thing we look at here is that, yes, we are seeing for the last several months, we've had more listings year over year. However, that is a small factor in this. The big shift in available inventory is because high interest rates are driving buyers out of the marketplace. But even with the additional inventory coming onto the marketplace, we still aren't up to what would be considered a balanced or a buyer's market yet. We're still seeing large amounts of demand helping to continue to push home price appreciation. Because of that still steady demand, industry experts are still projecting an 8.5% home price appreciation average this year. And the reason for that is we still have a very large contingent of people that are in their prime home buying years. The Millennial Generation and now the first wave of Gen Z are starting to look at home ownership. And when coupled with the fact that home builders aren't building new homes at the level that they should be yet, we're still experiencing low supply and steady demand. So based off of this information, if you're a buyer in the marketplace right now, does that mean that you should sit on the sidelines and wait until things start to cool off and move more into a buyer's market? Well, the numbers suggest that isn't necessarily going to help you out. And the reason for that is we're still expecting home price appreciation for the next 5 years. If we look at the Home Price Expectation Survey, which is a survey of 200 industry experts, we see that we're still expecting to have over 4% price appreciation next year in 2023, in 2024 over 4%, 25 3.5%, and in 2026 another 4% in home price appreciation. And what that means is, if you were to buy an average priced home in the United States today of $390,000, you would see over $102,000 in home price appreciation by 2027. But if you're a buyer that's decided to sit on the sidelines, that also means that the homes you're looking at would see that same level of home price appreciation. Now, that also doesn't mean you need to jump into buying a house right now. It all comes down to what is affordable to you and your budget. If the home you're looking at is in your budget right now, This information should help you have a better idea of, is the home going to drop in price or is it going to gain in price? Because none of us wants to buy our house and then immediately have it drop in value. If you found this video useful and you're a seller in the marketplace or considering selling, check out this video I just did on whether or not it's too late to sell in 2022. And if you're a buyer, check out another previous video I did on the good news in the marketplace, specifically for buyers. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.